Josh Jacobs is your Week 7 Offensive Player of the Week. And if I'm being honest, not the greatest card. A little bit low on the speed, 89. He is Raiders team, of course. Good break tackle, not the best catching. That doesn't really matter, though. For cards, any catching is good catching on a running back. Still to be revealed, the Defensive Player of the Week in the 2 Legends and the LTD tomorrow morning on Good Morning Madden. Content schedule-wise, it is a very, not dry, but just structured, right? You're just normal, aka Team of the Week. Most Weird Part 3 and Legends. That's all that. Let's get into the market. Hopping into the market, we're going to start with AK investing. We're going to go through last week's investments, how they did, and then this week's target price to give you a better understanding of what you can expect timeline-wise and profit-wise for each overall investment. Starting out with 88 overalls last week, they were a max buy of 65K. My average was around 62 to 63,000 coins. I ended up selling them for around 76 to 77K. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Really, really solid with the 88 overalls. The 89 overalls on day 1, which was Monday of last week, I bought them for 90K, but then trophy packs came out and Team Diamonds happened, and they went all the way down to 75K. I ended up making my average buy price all the way down to 80K. I had around 60 89s and 40 88s, and the 89 overalls I did hold until Sunday, or yesterday, Sunday, when they announced Steve McNair and William Perry, and I sold them off for an average of around 120,000 coins. I did sell some off during the week for 95, so my average sell price is a little bit lower, around like the 110 mark, but still 120K on average in the past 24 hours for those 89 overalls, being Walter Payton and Javon Curse. As you can see right now, 125, and they are very, very rare on the market. Now this week, what are our buy prices? Well, 88 overalls are going to be under 47,000 coins. You could probably expect to sell them for 57, 58K, somewhere in the high 50s, probably in the next 48 hours. Very small. They're not going to make you, they're not going to double your coins. They're just going to be more of a mass investment, buy in bulk, make 4 to 5K off each card and buy 20 of them and make your coins, right? Now your 89 overalls, we are not going to be investing in these, and I'm actually going to show a graph of the 89 or 88 overall market, just like their sort of timeline the same way the 89 overall market is going through right now. So the first week, you're going to see a big spike. For the 88 overalls, they went from around 140K all the way up to 200K when Calvin Johnson and Darrelle Revis dropped. However, after that, since the 88 overalls were super inflated, the highest overalls at the time, they just progressively dropped throughout the weeks. There was no buy low window, and they spiked back up because they were already super inflated. So the 89 overalls, which are 125 right now, we are not going to be buying. They're probably going to stay around the 110 to 115K mark until we get that 89 overall plus, aka training pack, when we eventually get 93 overalls in a few weeks. So 89 overalls, we are not investing in. 88 overalls under 47K. But with the 89 overalls not being investment, we are going to introduce a new smaller investment, but a very, very good one, the 84 overall market. Now, I only learned about this because I had been buying 84s in preparation to pre-build that 92 overall set for whatever play it was. It was Steve McNair or William Perry. And I was buying my 84 overalls for around 10 to 11,000 coins last Monday and last Tuesday, and I was actually able to sell them off for 18K Sunday morning, and I was able to sell them off for 22K this morning. Now, the reason for that is you can require, and there's a set, I'll show you right now, there's 10 84 overalls for any 89 overall AKA player. So when the pack gets refreshed and the new cards get added to the game, you can just swap out 10 of these and get that new 89 AKA player. Now, I know you were thinking right now, oh, the 89 Steve McNair is only going for 125. Well, that wasn't the case for the first few hours of the card being released. The 89 Steve McNair was going for 250,000 coins consistently. Like, this was selling for 250,000 coins for probably the first 2 to 3 hours of the AKA program being revealed. And again, the 84 overall, since they require 10, were going for 22 to 23K because you could just build a set. So it's a very simple investment, right? Buy under, I would say, 11.5K. And you could probably sell these at minimum for 17, 18K later in the week. And then if you really want to be smart, and this is what I'm probably going to do, is pre-build that 89 overall AKA pack. And when the new content gets released on Monday, whatever the 2 cards are, I'm just going to take the most expensive 89 AKA and sell it hopefully for 200K plus. I know that's very outlandish, but as long as the card is very, very good, there's no supply. The only supply will be from the 88 plus training packs, and the odds for those aren't very good. So I should be able to sell just like the Steve. I could have sold the Steve McNair this morning for 250K. I just decided on selling the 88 or 84 overalls individually. But that's that a little bit of a newer investment. Again, under 11.5K, there is absolutely zero risk. They do the same thing as the 88s. They just disappear off the market after a few days. They become very, very rare. And yeah, that's the investment. So 88's under 47K and 84 overall, aka is under 11.5K. Moving on to team of the week investing. Last week, I didn't participate. If I'm being honest, there was so much going on with Team Diamonds that I just didn't really want to get involved in too many things. I had so many things to sell off middle of the week that it was like AKAs, Team of the Weeks, Team Diamonds. I just didn't have the, I guess the binders, not really the binder space, but the auction house space to invest in Team of the Weeks. However, they were very, very good. The 89 overall running back Deion Jackson or Dante, I can't really see his name exactly. I have bad eyes, man. And Kayvon Thibodeau, they were a buy for 85K late Tuesday night. And then because of Team Diamonds, they went down to 75K. And you can see right now, they're around 110 to 115K. The reason why these cards go up so much is the set cards are actually cheaper to build than to buy. And I know this because I completed Richard Seymour and Jamar Chase for around 500K or 400K a pop, and they sell for 500K. So it's very simple why these cards go up. The set is cheaper to build than buying the player on the auction house. And again, this week, we won't know the exact price of the 89 overalls, but I can guarantee you that whatever price they are late Tuesday night, they will be more than that on Wednesday and Thursday. I don't really even factor now training into buying them. I just know that if the set player for the team of the weeks, if one of the 4 players is very good and a meta player, the set is going to be profitable, which is going to make the high-end set pieces go up. So whatever price they are late Tuesday night, honestly, I'm going to buy it. I'm hoping they're around 80 to 85K, and we kind of get that same price progression and timeline as last week's Kayvon Thibodeau and I'm just going to say the Colts running back. Hopefully like 85K to 100K, 85K to 105K, making you 5 to 10K per card. But if I'm being honest, if they're 90K, if they're 95K, I'm still going to buy. They've been so consistent. There has not been a team of the week high piece that actually has gone down in price after the first 48 hours of them being kind of a 24-hour LTD to the extent of the early bird offer. I'm buying no matter what. Hopefully, the cheaper they are, the better, and the better the set cards are, the better. But that is your team of the week investing. It's just very, very consistent. It is a very expensive investment. You're having to spend 85K to 100K on the card, but if you're patient and you wait 2 to 3 days after buying them, they're going to be very, very good. Compass investing, and this isn't really something we're going to be doing this week. I just want to talk a little bit over about how it did because it really went down today. The set objectives, of course, EA doesn't want to innovate, and they made them the exact same thing. Gold cards, we just go to their market. We are buying them under 1.2 thousand coins, and they went all the way up. And in the beginning, and how Compass investing really works is the earlier you're on, the more the cards go. And every about hour, the cards drop by 100 coins, the high golds and the low elites themselves. The low elites right now are going for around 3.2K. So even right now, they're going, and you're going to be making almost triple your investment. Now, it is very, very small. You're like making, what, 2,000 coins per card. But it's just there. It's very, very consistent. These cards were going for around 4.5K earlier on this morning, but I was only able to sell a few since you have to wait. And it's the only real downside of Compass investing is you have to wait 40 to 50 minutes for your cards to actually sell since you are unfiltered selling or lazy selling. Otherwise, I would buy a million of these every other week and cash out and triple my coins, but that's not how it works because it takes a long time for these cards to sell. Elite cards 80 to 81s were around a 4.5 to a 5K buy window this weekend, and they're all the way up to around 8,000 coins. They peaked at around 9.5 to 9,000 coins earlier today. Again, making 2 to 3K per card. You could also always just throw your golds in to your 80 81s and build those at 3 high golds for 1 low elite. But that is your Compass investing. Very, very consistent. I had around 300 high gold, so pretty solid. Still trying to sell some off right now because it does take quite a long time, but that is your Compass investing. Let's move on to the LTDs. Starting off with arguably the best pass rusher in the entire game because of the double or nothing ability. By the way, double or nothing for 1 AP. Double or nothing in general is normally 3 or 4 AP, and it is one of the best pass rushing abilities other than, I would say, edge threat and under pressure. Leonard Floyd, I picked mine up Tuesday night for 420K. I know it's a little bit off on the timeline of buying your LTDs. I always say buy the second day, but there was Team Diamonds going down on Wednesday, and I kind of just said, you know, Leonard Floyd was 420. On Xbox, if you can buy an LTD for 420, you're not going to see that LTD or any LTD much cheaper than that. And he is 700,000 coins right now. And I actually don't think he's stopping anytime soon because he is by far the best pass rusher in the game, being 90 speed and great abilities. But it really goes to show when there's a non-TVP or non-reroll LTD that is very, very good and cheap, they could go to the moon just depending on how good their card is because their supply is significantly less than a reroll LTD. But now actually going into your Stephon Diggs, he's hovering around 550k, and I think him and Stephon Gilmore aren't really going that much up in price because they actually are available in a bundle topper, and their odds are not that bad. I had a friend pull 2 out of his 4 bundles. He pulled Stephon Gilmore last week, and Stephon Gilmore hovering around the 570, 580k mark, really just a break even. I always said Stephon Diggs is more if you wanted him for your team, buy him under 500k, but don't expect to buy him for 500 and go up to 700, 800k because this card just isn't that good. Legend LTD wise, and again, back to the non-reroll LTDs, Delaney Walker. Now, I had an opportunity to buy one of these cards, or I actually had multiple opportunities to buy Delaney Walker for around 700,000 coins. It was actually 711 and 712k, and I told myself no because I wanted to put those coins into AKAs, but maybe I should have because he's all the way up to 880 on Xbox. Could have made a quick 90k flip. And these cards really aren't even that good. I go to Larry Zonka. He was a buy at around 550, and again, I saw him late Sunday night for 550k, and he's all the way up to 680, 690. Again, making that 90k profit, I would have said, under 24 hours. Probably could have bought one of each. I'd rather just put the coins into AKAs, but those are your LTD investments. Very, very good. Really start to prioritize the non-reroll LTDs, although they are very expensive. You're going to have to spend a little bit more on them. They are proven to be, even if their card is not that good, that they are going to go up in price because their supply is so limited, and even just the littlest of demand is enough demand to make the card go up. And to wrap some things up, some quick notes I wrote down on my phone. So we are supposed, or there's rumored to be, a coin grant. You guys know about the trophy pack grant for all the head-to-head season rewards that were missing in the past month. The coin grant is being talked about and rumored to drop this week or maybe next week. If that pack or if that grant does happen, you can expect all high-end meta cards, the best cards at each position, to significantly go up probably 10 to 20%, just like we saw with the training grant in DK Metcalf. You saw the high-end market really go to the moon. There's not really anything you can do right now to prep for that and make any coins. However, if that does happen, maybe look to sell off some very high-end players that you might want to rebuy in 2 to 3 days, just because that initial, right, that spike when everyone gets those free coins, you know, it's not too bad of an idea. If you have a card you bought for 500k, it goes up to 700, sell for 700, maybe buy back later that week for 500, just to save some coins, because that surge in the market when those cards get, or coins get granted, is that good. 88 overall, most feared Gridiron Guardian House Rules grant. Now, I don't know if there is a sellable 88 overall card that you guys are getting. I didn't play House Rules. I know you're supposed to be getting 2 88 overall cards instead of just 1 because of the delay. I don't know if one of those are going to be sellable. I asked my Twitch chat this weekend, and they really had no clue. It was like 50-50. Some of them were saying, yeah, there's one that's going to be auctionable. The others were saying, oh, it's just BND. So I don't know. Even if they are BND, just whenever that does drop, you could probably expect to buy the 88 overall Gridiron Guardians. Right now, they're going for 55k. Wouldn't be shocked if they're going from 35 to 40k, and that would just be a very, very good, just short-term buy them, probably wait till the end of the day, and sell them off for a quick coin profit. Last little thing, most feared pre-building. You can pre-build the 90 overall future most feared players for around 120k. Just buy your 87s under 2627, buy your 84s under 9,000 coins. The 90 overalls this past week, the new ones went for around 160k, so you can make good 10 to 15k off them as long as the cards are decent for most feared part 3. But that is all for the video today. Market Monday, we had a lot to cover. I would have covered our team diamond investments and how they went, but I mean, there's really nothing to talk about because that's in the past. I'm going to talk about a little bit on my No Money Spent episode tomorrow. Squad update, going to talk about how the team diamond investments went. All right, but that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.